everybody.
Hey.
How are ya?
We are the weight loss gays.
Woohoo! New name.
Well,
Kind of. I still like the WW gays.
Yeah, we're keeping that one too, but we thought
just to find us, it might be easier to find us by the weight loss gays. So, anyways, our next video today is another recipe. It's something we've made before. Actually, it's something that I came up with because I love sushi. Nick hates sushi.
I don't like anything that swims. I don't eat. Sorry,
he doesn't like fish, so giving it to him raw, not gonna happen.
Exactly.
So I thought one time, I was like, ooh, how about we make some sushi and we make some healthy sushi? So I make it with cooked chicken, and then I use some quinoa instead of rice, a better protein, and carrots, avocado if you have it. You can put whatever you want in them, but just know that all your ingredients are cooked. And the only points in the entire thing is
the quinoa.
The quinoa.
The quinoa is how many points again? 3 points for.
3 points for half a cup.
So 3 points for half a cup. So each sushi roll is going to have
half a cup
of quinoa, which makes each roll 3 points.
So you can have 2 rolls.
Is 6 points.
6 points.
So you want me to show? Yeah. So let's show each ingredient. So we have nori wrap.
Nori wrap. And
Which is basically seaweed, right?
Yeah, it's just dried seaweed.
Roasted dried seaweed.
Yeah.
And it's 0 points, so it's easy to have. So you have that, and we said we have the quinoa.
Half a cup.
Half a cup. We also, this time we decided
we're putting spinach in it, because we have spinach.
And like you said, you could put avocado.
Guacamole.
You put radish. You can put anything you want, really.
Mm-hmm.
We also have our carrots and our cucumbers, and Jean-Luc cut them.
I just slice them into long strips. I know sushi restaurants have specific ways of cutting them, but do whatever you're comfortable with, because I'm not a pro at making sushi. Yeah. And I'm telling you, when you see me roll it, you're going to be like, that's not how they roll it in stores.
Yeah.
I figured out
it works
how it works for us. So
we also have our dipping sauces. So we have Kikkoman, sushi and sashimi soy sauce, and we know soy sauce is salty, and you can't have too much of it. But because the rest of the meal here is pretty healthy, we thought we always put in this. You have to have soy sauce with sushi.
Yeah, you have to have soy sauce with sushi. And I love wasabi,
which is points.
Points as well, but it's 1 point per tablespoon, if I'm not mistaken. Have to point it out. But I want to say per teaspoon, so 1 point per teaspoon.
And then I use sriracha on my soy sauce, which is 0. And then we also have chicken, which we cook. So we cook chicken.
I'll just bring this over here.
So we cook chicken on the barbecue.
Yep. So and then I sliced it into some thinner slices right here. So I got it sliced into some thinner slices here. And now I'm going to show you how to put a roll together.
Exactly. So
Nick's going to actually
do some fancy camera work.
Fancy camera work. You're going to see my mid-range here. Thank goodness it's thin though. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically I take my
so sexy,
I take my half a cup of sushi, my half a cup of quinoa.
The sexy chef.
And I put it right in the middle of the nori roll. Let's move this stuff here so they can actually see what I'm doing. So I put the quinoa in the nori roll. The nori
you should probably talk about what this thing is.
Oh, I totally should talk about that. So what you see underneath is a bamboo mat. And these bamboo mats you can get at any of the Asian stores. I cover mine with saran wrap to make it a little easier to maneuver. And this was a trick that I found out when I was on a cruise, and they actually had a sushi restaurant that did like some free examples, and they did like a free class. And I was like, oh, that's such a cool idea. Yeah. So once you put your quinoa on the middle of your nori wrap, you start spreading it out, and your quinoa is already pre-cooked, so it has that sticky rice consistency almost because you baked it in the oven and it's been in the fridge.
This is the same quinoa we baked on our last recipe.
Yeah.
So that's what we always do. We always have quinoa on hand so that whenever we want to make a recipe and throw in quinoa as an alternate, we already have it available. Make sure you leave a little gap at the end.
Yeah, I leave about an inch to an inch and a half. I'd say an inch. You leave about an inch to an inch and a half of space on your nori wrap after you've put your quinoa and you spread it out. You try to spread it out as evenly as possible. I do it with a spoon. You can do it with your fingers if you want. I think the bottom part of a spoon is perfect because it flattens it out. So then you go ahead and you take your carrots and you layer your carrots inside there as much as you can, or how much you like, if you like a lot or a little. It's completely up to you. I try to even it out so that way when you're rolling it, it doesn't create like a big bump. And then I go ahead and I take a few pieces of chicken. I layer some chicken in there. Oh, guess what I forgot? Spinach. I usually take the ends off because I don't want that in there. Makes it a little easier to chew. You can actually even throw it underneath your chicken so that way it stays for you. And I try to grab the bigger pieces because it just makes it easier to lay down. But You can do whatever you want. Really doesn't make a difference. And there you go. So then you do that. And then now this is where the tricky part comes into play, because it took me a while to learn how to roll these. So you take your fingers, you hold everything in, and then you press down. And then eventually you can just, usually I know everybody rolls with the bamboo mat, but with this for some reason, it's not always the easiest. But look at that. So as you can see, when you get to the end, you still have that little space there. And your nori wrap, as you put stuff in it, it gets a little soft. It's not as brittle. So I just dab a little bit of water on the end of the nori wrap here. And then keep rolling. And there you go. You got a nice little sushi roll.
And then what you usually do, you put saran wrap on it, right?
Yeah, and what I do, and I'll show you now. Look at this, the magic of TV world or YouTube world. We have 3 other wraps, 3 other rolls already in the fridge. So then now what I do is, I'm gonna show you guys how I do this here. I'm gonna move these carrots. We'll use that for something else a little later. Move that there. Get this out of the way. I don't need this anymore. And now I'm gonna show you guys how I cut the roll. And it's pretty simple, it's not too complicated. Grab yourself a plate. We like to grab our nice plates. Guess what? Another thing we figured out is make your meals pretty. Like, it's one of the simplest things. Put it on a fancy plate if you have fancy dishes. Make your meals an event because it makes you feel special, and then you enjoy your food 12 times more. At least I think so, right, hun?
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree.
So once you take this, once you have your sushi roll made, I try to eye it in the middle, and I cut right in the middle. And then I take those 2 pieces, and then I cut. I use a serrated knife because it cuts through all of the ingredients. Well, it cuts through the roll. But yeah, it cuts through all the ingredients.
Ingredients?
Well, ingredients. Yeah, you're right. Anyways,
English.
I'm channeling somebody else. And then you can just place it on your plate like you want. And it makes some really nice sushi rolls. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't grab the sushi. They are chopsticks.
It's okay. And you make yourself a sauce.
And then you get yourself some sauce. So we use some, this is per tablespoon. Do we want to count the points? I think it's 0 if I'm not mistaken. 0 points for that. So we take some sauce. We just put a little bit, and you never end up eating the entire soy sauce, right? You never end up eating the entire soy sauce. And for Nick, he likes a little bit of sriracha. So I put a little sriracha in there.
Which is also 0 points?
Yeah, 0 points.
And voila.
And look at that. 1 second. That's our sushi.
So I hope you guys enjoyed our recipe.
Hope you enjoyed the sushi. Hope you try it.
Yeah, try it and let us know if you like it.
We love it.
Yeah, we love it.
We actually were driving home and we're like, what are we going to have for lunch today? And when I said, we haven't had sushi in a long time, you're like, sushi!
Yeah, so that's what we're having today for lunch. It's not a very heavy lunch.
6 points.
6 points, and it's also...
If I have the wasabi, 7?
Yeah.
Pretty good lunch for 7 points, and it's filling.
Yeah,
It's
very
satisfying.
funny. So, thank you for watching. It's actually just started to rain here, so that's why I keep looking.
It did, and look at that. The timer went off. We need to put stuff in the pool.
Ah.
And I don't think we're going to be able to because
Right
it's
now.
downpour.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.